Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Trish, and today I'm going to talk about how I deal with toxic family members. If you've watched my other video, How to Deal with Toxic Members, which I've posted in my other channel, you will know that I grew up with a physically abusive brother, and it wasn't just light tapping, it was, yeah. Let's just say I'm really, really thankful every day to be alive. Although there was a lot of physical bleeding, pain, blue blacks all over my body from head to toe, and yes, mentally traumatizing, I would say. Um, yeah, but I'm still alive, so I hold on to that every day. I just want to make it clear that I grew up. I'm an Asian, although on my passport right now I'm a German citizen, but in my heart I'm an Asian. I grew up in Malaysia. I still feel very Asian, although I've been in Europe now for about 10 years. So if you are an Asian watching this, you will understand that family is everything. I'm not saying it's not everything in other cultures. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in Asia, it's more that I feel we have this kind of like belief or mindset that you grew up in this family, you will die with this family, do or die, you stick with your family. How I wish that was the ideal situation, right? But don't get me wrong, when I was much younger, I actually had a very beautiful relationship with my brother. We have a 3 year difference, age difference. He's 3 years older than me. But I think around the age of when I was 12, he was 15. I believe he went through a transformation, a change within him. Maybe puberty, maybe a mix of mixing with the wrong kinds of friends. He just changed. He became very abusive, had lots of anger management issues, and I was his guinea pig. There's no other way to put it. Now, this change from the time he was 15 happened all the way. I mean, when I was 12, so I was 12, he's 15, and this abusiveness or just not just physical but also verbal abusiveness, this has happened from the time I was between the ages of 12 to 19, so a good 8 years of my life. I would say for the most part it's a lot of verbal abuse, and we literally barely talked. Every time I see him, I'm kind of quite scared that he's going to explode and get physical again. But in this period of 8 years, I would say there were 3 moments where he really was very physically abusive with me, and during those 3 moments was when I said I'm really just really grateful to be alive. And after I graduated my university when I was 19, I told myself I've had enough of this. I don't. I've had enough of trying to forgive him. Every time I forgave him, he just repeated himself. He would ask for forgiveness. I forgive him, and he would just repeat himself and hurt me again and again. And to the point where I just told myself, enough is enough. Enough is enough, really. So if I can just share my thoughts is, I understand what society tells us. I understand the beliefs that we're told how we should behave with our family and so on and so forth and all these kinds of things. But honestly, to me, I believe that we each have our own limits. I have my limits, you have your limits. So if you believe that although you've tried to set healthy boundaries, you've tried to show compassion, you've tried to forgive, you've tried to talk it out, but if no changes happens, and you know within you enough is enough, then I would propose just do what is the best thing for yourself. So for myself, I decided that I'm going to move away. And I moved away. I moved to Singapore, and our communication really reduced a lot. So from that time up until just before COVID, which was around 2019, around that time, over the span of, let's see, 7, 8 years, from time to time we talked a little bit on the phone, like messages, but again, this thing, he just suddenly explodes and hurts me all over again, and I think to myself, this guy really never changes. He He can be one moment, it's like he has this bipolar attitude or personality. One moment he can be fine, and the next moment he's just exploding at me, and showing cursing, abusive words at me, which really hurts me a lot, makes me cry. And I think to myself, is this really my brother? Is this how a sibling should really talk to another sibling? So around the time of COVID, when yeah, he really, again, another episode of this hurting me happened, and I told myself I had enough. So I archived his chat. I archived his chat, and I have not responded to anything. I have not spoken to my brother for now a good 5 years. I've not seen him, spoken to him. I am not proud of this. Neither will I say this is the best way to do things. This is not the purpose of this video. But I can definitely say I am a much happier person. I do not feel that he adds any value to my life. Neither do I feel that by removing him, it takes away value from my life. Do you understand? So, but I would say that from the time that I've removed this negative, toxic energy from my life, who has been draining me of my own positive energy, I feel like I've become a much happier person. I feel I have the mind space, the feeling of feeling safe within me, and the courage and the confidence to build the life that I want to build for myself. So you can really do wonders by having that courage to cut someone out of your life, which you know you've tried and everything in your capacity to try and fix it, but it just doesn't work out how you want it to work out. So to anyone who is watching this, if you feel that you've tried every way, every form, maybe you've got external counseling, you've tried to talk to a person, like I said, and tried every way and still it doesn't work, ask yourself, is this the way you want to live for the rest of your life? Do you deserve to be abused? Do you deserve to be treated like shit? No. You have one life and you deserve to be happy. You deserve to live the life that you want. And rather than use this energy or let someone suck your energy, it's better to create a life, a space for yourself that is safe, that you feel good, filled with joy, laughter, happiness, love, and use that to build the future, the life that you want to live, because you deserve to be happy. I would love to hear from you. How do you deal with your toxic family members? And what's the kind of challenges that you face when you think about, should I cut them off, or how's the best way to deal with them? What's the kind of fears that go through your mind? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any questions for me, let me know. Happy to hear your thoughts. Thank you. Have a nice day.